Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka and you're welcome to my channel, The Terrace Kitchen. A lot of you wanted me to show you how to whip cream so that it remains stiff and it holds its shape when you later decorate your cakes. So in this video, I'm going to show you the things which you need to keep in mind while whipping cream so that your whipping cream stays stiff later and also while decorating the cake. To start with, I'll tell you the types of whipping cream I use. So it's very difficult or nearly impossible to find dairy whipping cream in my city. So I use non-dairy whipping creams. These non-dairy whipping creams are already sweetened, so you don't need to add sugar into this. So I use this brand. You can see this is Rich's Value Star. I've also used Tropolite and other brands like Delecta, and all of these are equally good. So if you buy such you can see this is not a complete package because I have used almost half of it. So this is a 1 liter pack which was like almost this length when I bought it. So whenever you buy whipping cream, it comes frozen. So one thing which you need to keep in mind is that you also need to keep this frozen. Now, if you want to decorate your cake and if you don't want to use the entire content of this packet, do not thaw or melt the entire cream. So what you need to do is keep it frozen in your deep freezer or freezer, and the amount which you want to use. So just use your knife and cut that much and melt or thaw only that much of cream. Do not melt the entire cream. This is one very important thing which you need to keep in mind. And also one more thing, the remaining cream, like I told you, it's very important that you keep this frozen. If you keep it inside your refrigerator, then also this cream will become bad or it will not stay good. Now I'll tell you how you need to melt or thaw this cream. So suppose you've cut this much portion or whatever portion out of this box, keep it in a steel container or any container, and if you have a lot of time, then you can keep it in your refrigerator overnight or maybe for a day long, then it will melt. But if you want to use it early, you can keep it outside your fridge and let it melt. Till what time you need to melt it? So it shouldn't be at room temperature, it should be very, very chilled. It's fine if you have a little bit of ice crystals in that. That is the point when you need to use this cream for whipping. If you have a little bit of ice crystals in your melted whipping cream, then you will not need to use an ice bath below your container, or you don't need to freeze the containers which you are going to use to whip the cream. So these are the tips and tricks which I follow, and I get perfectly stiff whipped cream. It stays good while I whip it and also while I decorate it. Now next thing, if you whip this much amount of cream and you used half of it or a little bit of it remains, what do you do with the remaining cream? So you can store the remaining cream in your refrigerator, not in the freezer. You need to refrigerate it in your normal refrigerator section, and you can use the cream for next 2 to 3 days. But if you keep it in your deep freezer or freezer, and then if you try to bring it to room temperature, it will be runny and it will not hold its shape. So now I've told you the things which you need to keep in mind while whipping the cream. Let's see how to whip this cream.
So I've already told you all about the non-dairy whipping cream do's and don'ts. So this is my non-dairy whipping cream. I've cut out a small portion out of it which I kept outside my refrigerator to melt. So look at this, you can see a lot of ice crystals inside it. So this cream is perfect to be whipped. Pour this cream into any type of bowl, glass, steel or plastic. So these are the different speed levels on my electric beater. I'm going to start with the lower speed and then I'll whip this cream at the highest speed. So start with the lower speed. Whip it for a few seconds. Now increase the speed to the max. Do not forget to scrape the bowl in between. So whip again. We need to whip the cream until we get stiff peaks out of it. So you can see the cream has been whipped perfectly. This cream doesn't take a lot of time to whip because we've used very, very chilled cream with ice crystals in it. So this is the closer look of this cream. When you keep this in your refrigerator and use it, you will see a little air bubbles in the cream. Don't worry, use your spatula and just mix it vigorously and your cream will be perfect to be piped. At this stage, you can add color or essence to the cream and use this cream to frost your choice of cake.